Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Bharatiya Commune. Let us continue on where we last left off. So we've annexed Iran, and I guess Kurdistan to a lesser extent, made them our little puppet states. We still do control Azerbaijan, and that's making me a little bit worried about the Russians, but I'm trying to think, into the Caucasus, does that give them like a casus belli against whoever owns the province, or just against Azerbaijan as a country? I'm not too sure. Oh, Delhi is now a core. Fantastic. So that is, what, one of the two that we needed. Hyperad and Scene still need to be made a little bit stronger. What are we missing? Also, what are you doing? Prepared? Oh yeah, we only had one agent and he's captured. He cannot save himself, unfortunately. It'd be nice if he could, though. That'd help me out a lot. Yeah, so you're part of Japan. Like, Japan is quite powerful. I mean, who are they at war with? They're at war with, like, basically everybody, right? They're at war with the Entente, and they're at war with the... well, I mean, the remnants of the Reichspakt and their allies. I mean, Austria is definitely going to die here. We might need to get involved to fix up these borders after the peace conference is done. We shall see. I can almost guarantee it, though. That would be very unsurprising if that is the case. So I'm thinking this might just end up being the final episode of this campaign. We shall see, because it really depends. If Russia and the International go to war, we might be a little bit more inclined to do something. Because if the International needs our support in a war against Russia, they have it. I'm just don't know what the likeliness of that is. Force open the straits. Like, they can invade the Ottomans and they can invade Japan. But they can only do that actually after they've gone into the Caucasus. But I don't know if there's any actual threat of Russia doing anything to us. Again, it all depends on whether or not they can attack over Baku and the oil fields there. Okay, so the peace conference is done. France got this region here. You know what? I think this is a completely reasonable peace conference, as far as I can tell. They're still worth the Entente, but it's kind of a different story altogether. Yeah, now they're going to slowly start releasing countries. Czechoslovakia. You don't really got to worry about what they're doing in Europe. At least not quite yet. We have 2 factories. Let's go 2 more extra fighters. Why not? Resources are a little bit low. We get a little bit of steel from you. Trade a little bit less with... actually, no, that's fine then. We're not importing anything else. Supplies should be good. China... you don't have that much manpower. Like, you're actually not a major power, to be honest. What really depends here on is whether or not Russia and Japan go to war. If Russia goes to war with Japan, we might want to get involved in that. Now that this is all kind of dealt with, I'm sure 2 Sicilies has got to be dead. I mean, they're in the Entente, so they got a little bit more fight in them than most other countries would have. Look at this tiny Serbia. That is, I think that's as small as Serbia can get. That is adorable. Yeah, Poland just didn't choose a side in here, so they're kind of free from all this other nonsense. But Russia and the International have kind of split this stuff up between them. Finland could still get invaded by the Russians. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. 2 Sicilies should be dead. Greece should also be killed by the Bulgarians at some point. Like, I'm surprised that war is still going on. And I mean, the Second American Civil War is also still going on, so who the hell knows at this point? Like, it'd be nice if we can just get the CSA into our alliance. Nobody has any manpower. I mean, if we invaded Canada, could we invade Canada? Like, is that even really possible? For all, like, you need invasion of Denmark, and then you need to kind of push over here. Iceland's in the Entente. Ireland's not doing anything. I'm just not too sure what is necessarily our next steps here. "21 days until you are ready to go." Yeah, I mean, Japan is powerful. I don't think there's any doubting that. I'm just really worried we're just going to see the pop-up like the Russian Empire declares war, and then we will have some serious issues. Get a core on you. We can't do anything else until we get a core. Ceylon, we already claimed. This is not pronounced Gao, it's Goa. Thank you all the people in the comments who've been telling me that I've been saying that wrong the entire time. Burmese territory in Siam. Like, if we wanted war, we'd have to declare war on everybody in this region. Like, our industry's popping up. 109 factories is not too bad. Like, I'm sure that... Is that comparable to the French? No, not even close. But it's comparable to the British. Kind of. Okay, they did kill our agent. I'm not surprised by that, seeing as I really had no way to save him. But in 29 days, we'll have a new person. But Japan, I really wish you just did not kill him. That would have been nice. Indo-Chinese Union. Like, it'd be nice to get Indochina involved in some kind of faction. I don't think there's a way for us to really do that, though, unfortunately. Yes, please refund my operation here. And there's a lot of resistance. Like, that's not based on this, right? It's actually rest at 0%. Why is it rest so low? The game, I think it's doing something. I'm not too sure what it's doing. But somebody's doing something. Brazil has been annexed. Controllers claim, controls at peace, civilian oversight and compliance. Okay. Now they're releasing Brazil as a country. Like, Brazil's a big place, okay? You're part of Third International now. Peru's going to probably get annexed at some point. I mean, we could theoretically do something weird, like just justify a war against the American Union state to directly intervene in this. I mean, we'd have to be part of the International to do that. So maybe that's actually how we'll end this campaign. I'm not too sure. I have so much political power. Do things as fast as possible. Please and thank you. I don't know why you need the core scene, though. Very strange choice. The capital regions I can understand. Why scene, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of like an important port. Maybe because it's part of Pakistan, like, now? I don't know. It is part of Pakistan, right? I think so. I'm like 95% sure it's part of Pakistan today. So maybe that's why. That's my best guess. Then why would it not be in Islamabad? I don't know. I'm just trying to offer my most reasonable explanations. So let's get this coring done. I mean, we could easily invade our way through Burma. Just that I really don't trust the International to give any support Okay, Sind is now a state. So now we're just waiting on the capital and Hyperbad. The core, and then things will be looking good. Is there anything we're missing? The answer is no. So we're pretty secure in everything we have. How many things am I trading away? It feels like I'm trading away. Yeah, it's like a shit ton of stuff. Not the best. Okay, let's keep going down our tree. Like, an invasion of Japan, I really don't think is going to be possible this campaign. Primarily because there's no way we're going to be able to get over there. Like, how many boats do I have? I have 2 ships. And the International, I can guarantee, are not going to send boats to the area, so I really think at least like want to core all this stuff. 20 out of 70. I mean, you're also at war with Canada. How many troops does Mexico have? 21 out of 52. Like, just sending a whole army to Mexico and invading across the El Paso River. Because I don't think they could really do much to stop us. Like, at this point, their manpower is so low, it will be difficult for them to really do much. I mean, we should at least kill the Entente. Like, we're going to join the Third International. We should at least kill the Entente. The former controllers of the Dominion of India. They've been oppressing India for so long. They deserve the strike back, I guess you could say. Your 10% stability, your political like this, you're actually really not that great. I mean, a research slot I also think is not really that good. I don't think there's really anywhere we could send troops. Like, we could send volunteers into like the CSA. But I think we need like some sort of direct attack. If anything, maybe attacking the United States first would be better because they're not at war with the Canadians. I don't really know. It's gonna be almost like a replay of the Mexico campaign, except a little bit more aggressive, for sure. And also, you know, we're much stronger in now than we were as Mexico. Algiers has fallen. The French Republic has capitulated. Yeah, the counterpacks are looking pretty good. I don't know if there's a way for them to peace out. You are still part of the Austrian faction? Just all by your lonesome? That's extremely sad, Albania. The British cannot land in Ireland to save their lives. Not that it's a huge surprise. The AI and naval invasions can be a little bit tricky. This is all over Oman. That is what this war is over. Interestingly, that there is no like peace event for Saudi Arabia taking over the province. Because I know when Yemen does it, there's an actual peace event between Yemen and the Entente. It apparently does not exist for Saudi Arabia. Why, I could not tell you. But if I could tell you, I would just say it. Yeah, even more military factories. Honestly, I don't really know. Get some more heavy tanks then. And actually, if I'm building heavy tanks, it's a good question. Why am I building light tanks for no reason? Build some heavy tanks, thank you. Shit, I replaced the wrong thing. Well, it's too late now. I don't remember what I was researching, and honestly, it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, Brazil's in a little bit of a civil war. That is fine. Iran, please keep trading with me. In Russia, we're trading right now. We have oh, the French have been able to land here. Britain, not for the life of them. France did it right away, unless of course they left their port undefended, which would be in character to say the least. I'm gonna start justifying a war goal against these guys now, because the justification will stay there as long as, even when I'm in the International. Let's see, we have 8 more days. Again, if this doesn't fire the Hyperbad core, I am just going to cheat it in. Because otherwise we're just sitting here and waiting for this to do something. Red Raj. This is what puts us in the Third International. I believe you can also form your own faction, but I don't know why I would ever do that. Yeah, I have so much political power, it's fine. What we're going to do is just... We'll shift to H. Hyperbad. I'm not going to do it for the rest of the states, just Hyperbad. Because otherwise, we'll be waiting for... Who knows how long it would take. Long enough. By the way, if you're wondering where this 250 political power came from, it's from the Canada campaign. Again, I don't know where this episode will come out in relation to that one, but it makes sense. I have not been cheating for this campaign. I have 594 political power. I don't need more, obviously. This would be done in 6 days. When is our CB against you done? It's going to be done in... Just 10% of the way done. Someone else to join up with the Cairo Pact. You guys, okay. I actually wonder how big can the Cairo Pact get naturally, and that, you know, without attacking or annexing any territory. I'm not too sure, to be completely honest. I know like a handful of these smaller countries can do it, but I just don't know which ones. Yeah, Bolivia is looking quite strong. Bombay is now a core. You're not going to call in your allies for this? Argentina apparently does not want to get involved whatsoever when it comes to those guys, which I guess is kind of understandable. Improve workers' rights. Are you, Mexico, are you prepared to invade the American Union state? The answer is that I don't care what your thoughts of it are. It's happening no matter what. The French Republic looks like they're fighting back a little bit, but they don't have any ports around here, so I'm not too sure what their overall strategy is. I guess, you know, I guess the Portuguese have a port. Actually, no, they do have some. But we shall see. The Borno Emirate now pushing their way into French Republic. I mean, you guys can also attack Ethiopia. You have your Casus Belli, but I don't think they're going to push it until after they defeat the Entente. Have you guys... I don't know if you can attack Finland yet, Russia. I'm surprised they haven't, like I would. There's really nobody to defend them at this point. I mean, they have a decent-sized army, but nothing too insane. Really, I would appreciate it, though, if you did invade Poland. Like, it's kind of making these borders look a little bit depressing. Get some more chromium from the Russian. I don't need 21. Just 3 factories worth it, I think, is a-okay. I don't need, again, we're just building military factories, right? Just a ton of military factories. Yeah, there's no reason for civilian factories late game, is there? I mean, it lets you build military factories faster. And that's really about it. There's really not too much else you can do. Are you all puppet states? I'm not too sure. Yeah, no, you're all puppets. Okay. But you guys were not. You guys did join naturally. When the Entente, I can say like it's looking kind of strong. I don't really think it is. It's really just the AI cannot invade Canada. They just don't really know how to do so. So we're just going to do it by land. Get military access through the CSA. Again, the CSA winning works for us. Like, if we can get the CSA to join the faction a little bit earlier, like, it'd be nice if we could do that. And I think at this point, it's completely... It might be realistic, I would say, kind of, eh. Or just the Internationale to directly intervene in the American Civil War. Like, just actually send troops to, like, Washington and try to annex the territory. That doesn't seem like something that would be impossible. And at this point, I really don't think anybody can win this war. Like, nobody has manpower anymore. And I don't even think anybody really has any guns either. So I think you're just kind of in perpetual stalemate. At least for a little while. We are just over 2 weeks until you are good. 13.1 million manpower. We are on extensive. Probably is a bit much. We probably don't need this much. But again, there's really no reason to go down. All it gives us is more faster training time. And as you can see right now, our armies are looking completely okay. Like, I'm not worried about this at all. Like, we can train, like, 2 entire new armies right now, deploy them. Might not even be a bad idea. Like, where are you? You guys are against the Cairo Pact. You guys are against Russia. But we need at least some of you guys to prepare to go to Mexico. Can I get military access through you? I'm just trying to think, like, how close can I get? The answer is really not close at all. So you'll just hang out in Calcutta. And I guess right now we'll just deploy these men. Yeah, just deploy them once. You gotta wait till tomorrow, right? Yes. And then turn off the locations. I mean, these tanks are pretty close. Just deploy them like this. Okay, so we got 3 generals. We will promote you. Probably didn't need to hire this many new generals, but it's fine. These guys right here, this is the these are the troops we're sending to America. 4 whole divisions, just recently trained. I mean, you can see, like, why not send in the experienced men? Well, I really have no worries about an American invasion at all. What do we want to research? We stopped researching our industry. Oh, but I think it actually did save its progress, which is nice. So we got 5 more days. So the Red Raj is completed, and we can send over 71 divisions, roughly. Maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, it's actually going to be 82, which is a lot of men. That's a lot of men to be sending into United States, but I think it works out just fine for us. So, the Red Raj, we've joined the Internationale, and I think with that done, this is going to be a good time for us to complete this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.